Greetings and welcome back to Cattenvîr, or to Channel Star, if you prefer the muddied tongues of man. Now, the last episode was a little while ago. Unfortunately, because I've had a bit of a sore throat, I haven't been able to record as frequently as I wanted to, but I feel better now, or at least well enough to try my hand at recording some more Cattenvîr, and I am very eager to get back to it. Where we last left off, I had promised to let some time pass, get some rooms furnished, and generally do the tasks that require much waiting to get that out of the way so we could focus on some of the more interesting things. But the fates have decreed that I not skip too much time, so we're going to return to Cattenvîr a little earlier than I had planned, and soon you will see why. Well, not quite as much has happened since I last left off as I had hoped. Well, saying that, quite a lot has happened in terms of the importance of what has happened, but just not much time has passed in game. A fair bit of time has passed out of game, unfortunately, as I've mentioned on Twitter, but since I last recorded, that is. But yeah, only a few moments have actually passed, and I was hoping to get quite a lot done off camera. However, the forces of the Complex Lie had other ideas. Was it Complex Lie? Yes, it was. The Complex Lie, you swines. Now, we have an ambush. Curse them. Yes, indeed. I'm going to quickly cover some of the things I did manage to get done before the ambush occurred, which was literally only about a minute or two into it. So, first and foremost, I've created a few new activity zones. This one for fishing, and this one for fishing. Basically, the ponds around our fort have been designated for fishing. So this should mean that our fishers will only go out of the fort as far as this. They won't travel any further. That does mean all these ponds are not going to get used, but, well, I think that's a little bit safer. Next, this place down here has been marked as a water source. So ideally, when people are trying to get buckets of water, they will only go over here and then return. So that's one good thing. Next, I have moved the training grounds up near the stockpile there, the animal stockpile. And furthermore, I've gone ahead and I've named some of the kids. We have Bloodver, the child of Texfer and Blood Alchemy, the second child I should say. Cognitive Draker, the second child of Cognitive Dissonance and Dark Draker. We've got Mekan, the first child of Arcan and Mesron. We've got Milara, the second child of Millionfowl and Para. We've also got Toggits, the first child of Togo and Kniggets, and Page Dino, the first child of Pageman X and Thunder Dino. Well done indeed. Now, the thing I'm a little bit concerned about, as you can see, Samscale is way out here, and the goblins are there. Unfortunately, the goblins are all crossbowmen. Except for the human recruit, who is an invader. We're not at war with the humans. It's just that happens to be a human who's working for the goblins, either as a slave, but more than likely, it's one of the children that they kidnapped from the human civilizations and brought up as one of their own. So he knows not of the strong alliance between our kind and his, for he considers himself just a really, really misshapen and ugly goblin. Poor little sod. Now, I don't hold much hope for Samscale. I have, of course, issued the call for everyone to bunker themselves, all the civilians at least, and I've actually made a new alert called Guard Station, and all of our squads are currently set up to that. The Guard Station is simply put here. Let me see if I can bring that up. There we are. That's the Guard Station there. I've also got one called Training Grounds. It's a little bit further up, just near the Training Grounds. But the Guard Station alert, if I bring up the schedule and swap to Guard Station, all of them are going to station themselves at Guard Station. Minimum of 10 dwarfs, which is more than some of the squads actually have, so all of them are going to be there. Now, I've chosen to put them inside so that the traps will actually get a chance to be used. Now, the other thing is that dear old Samscale is hopefully going to be making a beeline for the burrow, but yeah, these are Mark's goblins. They are going to perforate him, which means that I believe it's Sam Stan Samtan is going to actually be an orphan now. Well, know this much, Samscale. Your child will be taken care of. I'm sure one of the other parents will take him as one of their own. Maybe it'll be Millionfowl and Para. Maybe he will be brought up to serve in the military, being that they were quite close friends of Spartan, of course, and grieved greatly when he was struck down. Yes, that's probably what's going to happen. So fear not, you can die easy in the knowledge that your child will be taken care of and will live to be a fine addition to the fortress military, which may or may not be what sort of life you had in mind for him, but, well, you're going to be dead. You don't really have a choice. Now, the one saving grace in this situation is this. The Dwarven caravan guards are still here, and that is well, that's mostly the reason why I've got our military going to be stationed inside. As much as I want to see the traps work, I probably would have engaged them out here to try and prevent any risk to the civilians, or our animals for that matter. But by moving our military inside, hopefully, the goblins are going to have to cross swords with the Dwarven guards. And once they are engaged, we will move out to join the fight. We're not going to, cower inside while the Dwarven guards fight for us. No, that would be dishonorable. But hopefully, we'll let them draw the aggro first. That much I can live with. So, that being said, let us hope that our dwarves don't all die. But I've got a feeling one of them will. Is there anyone else outside at the moment? Yes, there is. Who's that? That is Millionfowl. Millionfowl, get inside right now. Right now. Is there anyone else outside? I don't think so. Now, the other thing is these guys are going to be dragged across our traps as well in order to get into the fort. So it should thin their number just slightly. Good luck, Samscale. There's a remote chance you're going to get out of this. No? No, there's not? Oh. Okay. No. It appears that... No, there wasn't a chance he was going to get out of this. Well. What? Wait, what? Are there really more? Please say it isn't so. No. Well, maybe there are actually a few more. I'm not sure. Maybe they are. Either way, though. Damn it. Actually, was someone caged there? Oh, no, it's a Kia that's caged. Okay, that's fine. You can sometimes find out that there's been an ambush. Certainly, if you're the type of person who just carpets an area with cage traps, that might be the only indicator that there ever was an ambush, is that suddenly you've got a bunch of your cage traps are full of goblins. But, yeah, this is painful to watch. It's over now. I can only hope that you had an honourable death and weren't vomiting all over yourself. Oh, Mark's Dwarf is fighting, apparently. Well, let's see the last moments of Samscale's life. Okay, this is going to be quite sad, I imagine. Flying copper bolt strikes him, tearing the muscle and tearing the stomach through the... it tore open your stomach, and it lodged firmly in the wound. And the human recruit punched you in the head as well. You, sir, are no sir. That didn't make sense, but Hansdorf is having trouble breathing. What happened? Went through your right lung and lodged in the wound. You're breathing arrows. Well, actually, that would be quite useful if you could breathe arrows, but alas, no. Human recruit punches the Hansdorf in the head with his right hand, bruising the muscle, bruising the skull through the pigtail fiber hood. The human recruit releases his grip on the huntsman's left or lower arm. What? He was gripping his lower front teeth with his left lower arm. I do not believe the Dwarf Fortress has as firm of a grasp of dwarvish and human anatomy as I once thought. Flying copper bolt strikes the Huntsdorf in the lower body, tearing the muscle and tearing the guts through the pigtail fiber trousers. The Huntsdorf looks sick, no bloody doubt, and is lodged firmly in the wound. And yeah, I'm really, really quite sad. Rest well, Samscale. We shall miss you. Right, quickly, just get indoors, please. These are, looks like caravan people are marching in. Where are the goblins? Are they here yet? No. Well, our military is waiting. Ooh. And here Webster is continue with his meeting. Oh, liaison, don't worry. I know it sounds like there's a huge fight going on there. It's because there is one, but we're safe in here. We've got a whole military between us and the attackers. Well, we don't really need to look at this, though. Ooh, bloody hell. The chestnut logs look expensive. Okay. Now, will everyone get indoors? Because we're about to have some bad times. Oh, we've caught one. Ha-ha! You fool! Fell for my trap. Right. Oh, wait. Did the siege just get broken, or are they backing up for some other reason? It looks like they might be. Well, if they're going to run away, I'm not going to really go out there. Oh, wait. I might... No, it's one of theirs. No, they're fleeing. Oh. That was a little bit of an anticlimax, really. Are you literally running off? Oh, we caught another one. Ha-ha! We're going to add you to the gladiatorial pits. Really, was that it? Have they actually all left? Did we catch any more? I don't think we did. I think they have. I think they've scarpered. Wow. That is kind of surprising, honestly. Okay, well... I'm not going to remove the civilians from the borough just yet, but I will move our military to the active training. So they'll go out back to the training yard. Go on. Go about your business. Why do you keep standing down before doing that? It's weird. But okay. I am a little bit surprised that they turned tail and ran. Is there some sort of criteria I don't realize for how long they're going to remain in the fight? Oh well, the caravan is off by the looks of it. No, well, okay. Wow, I thought that was going to be a bit more of an epic fight, really, but no. Just they took one look at the dwarvish guards, the caravan guards, and thought, nope, we're having none of that shit, and immediately scarpered. Oh no, haha, there is an ambush out there. Where? I don't know why I'm sounding so happy, honestly, but I kind of am. Okay, well, sorry, civilians, but get back in your bunker, please. Right, well, our military's just outside, so, military, it is time that you avenge Samscale. We cannot allow the Dwarvish guards to have all the fun, after all. It looks like we've caught another one of them as well. Fantastic work, cage traps. Are they all crossbowmen still? Yeah. Oh, there's one spearman. Oh, he's caged. Okay. And a goblin thief. Wow, we've got 4 caged goblins. That's fantastic, leaving only 4 left. As you can see, cage traps are ridiculously OP. Okay, so we want to send our whole squad out to aid the Dwarvish guards in attacking you. Go forth. Do us proud. Let no goblin survive. Not a single one. Have we won? Are they dead? No, they're surviving surprisingly well. Oh, is there another? There is another bloody... My lord. They are wasting no time today. Okay, how many more are there? Oh no, they're lagging it. Okay. They saw what happened to the others and thought, no, I choose life. View creature? Zoomed creature, rather. You leaving or you staying? No, I think they're leaving. I think they have actually all decided to scarper. Well, okay. Right, who have we got here? Is anyone down in the trenches? No. How about you? Who's this? That is... Oh, no, Nidhogger. We need to get you in. Right, well, civilians, you are now released from the bunker once again. Please bring in our wounded. Chop, chop. We've got 3 people in the hospital. Hopefully our medicus is taking good care of them. Uh-oh. Wow, someone is deep in. Okay. Well, it seems that Dwarf Fortress has decided to welcome my return with as much activity as it could possibly give me. It has missed me, and it wants me to understand this. Did someone just get hurt? No? Oh, Kobold Thief, you have made a poor decision in where to run. Yes. Alright, let's have a quick look at the reports. I imagine this one's just going to be funny. Let's see. Oh wow, there's lots of twisting of weapons here. Iron spear is lodged firmly in the wound. Oh, it became enraged though. I really wish I could see their names. That is one thing that I dislike. I might actually take away the nickname or profession name for the military, just so that I can see who's fighting in the combat reports. I'll look into that. I'm not sure I will, but because it may make things a little bit more of a pain in the backside for me to organise then in Dwarf Therapist, but I'll have a think of it. The copper battle axe is lodged firmly in the wound. An artery has been opened and a sensory nerve has been struck. Many nerves have been severed and a tendon has been torn. Wow. Whoever did that did quite well. Okay, the military bites the Cobalt Thief in the lower body, bruising the muscle and bruising the stomach through the small giant cave spider silk tunic. The military latches on firmly, twists the embedded copper battle axe around in the Cobalt Thief's right upper leg. My lord, that is extremely violent of you. More biting going on. Sensory nerve has been severed. The military latches on firmly. Oh my god, Goblin Thief, you poor sod. Dropped his dagger because, you know, he's being bitten by lots of people who are latching on firmly. The military lashes the Cobalt Thief. And I've been told the whips are basically the God Slayer weapons of Dwarf Fortress because of the way the code handles it. Because Dwarf Fortress doesn't necessarily work with like hit dice or anything like that. A weapon doesn't roll d6 worth of damage. It's calculated based on the speed it's traveling at, the weight of the weapon, the contact area of the weapon. So for example, an edged weapon, you know, it's going to work out just how thin the edge of that weapon is and across what kind of material it's making contact, whether it's going to cut through. Now the trick with whips though is it implies the entire force of the blow, so the speed of the whip, the weight of the whip, to the tiny contact area of the whip. You know, basically the tail or the tongue of the whip lashes at a very small precise point, but because of the way that Dwarf Fortress calculates this, it basically applies the entire weight and sort of speed and velocity of the whip to that tiny little point, and obviously does enormous amounts of damage in a very small area. So basically crits like mad. Right, well, there are lots of goblins for you guys to bring in, lots of traps to reset, and probably quite a lot of things for us to gather from these goblins. I'm going to let you bring things in first, and then I'm going to make... Oh, we're saving. I will be right back once the saving is complete. And spring has arrived. We are now in the next year. Oh, happy days. Though it would have been happier if a bunch of people hadn't died. Oh, well, one person. But still, it was kind of sad the way that happened. Really? I guess I did invite you, didn't I? Oh no, actually, never mind. You're trapped in a cage. Very well. Carry on your business, dwarves. There is no need to worry about that snatcher. But it looks like there may be quite a lot of stuff out there for us to go and collect, so let's get that going. First, I noticed there were some bolts down here, and we definitely want to gather those. There's also a goblin corpse. Let's check. Have you got anything on you? It's actually just a skeleton. Okay, never mind. These two, though. In fact, I'll actually gather that entirely. We want this. B. Reclaim. So, claim everything down here, please. There we go. Right. There's basically going to be a corpse and a bunch of arrows. Now, the things that we want from out here... First and foremost, let's just grab everything from just outside. I'm not going to be picky about this stuff. Just bring everything in because it's so close. We should be able to grab it all. So there we go. Then we'll go out and actually grab the stuff that's a bit further out. We'll do it in stages to try and minimize the amount that people are away from the fort. But look at how many goblins we've got. We definitely need some sort of gladiatorial pit. That is a given. I will also have to dump all of their equipment as well, so I can go and make sure that they're unarmed. Yeah, we'll do that in a little bit, but on the whole, I'm Not too unhappy about the way that went. So I'm going to pause the recording here, and I will go about getting some things built. And when you return, hopefully I'll be able to report on some progress having been made. So see you in a few minutes. Oh, looky here, we have some migrants. Just what we need, more mouths to feed. Though, to be fair, we have an enormous amount of food, so I suppose that's fine. Now, I've mostly just cleaned up the place. I haven't really gotten much done. Oh, actually, having said that, it looks like the area for the coffins is done. That's, oh, we don't have any. Okay, we need 2 more coffins then. Let's add that into our mason's workshop straight away. Carpenters, yeah, we want. I'll get rid of all of these and add coffins. There we go. That should be good. Now, I have dumped all of the equipment that the goblins had and all of the seeds that were in these cages that we used to tame the birds. And as you can see, a lot of the place has been cleaned up. Not so much over here still. There's a lot of stuff around there. But this was entirely full at one point, and now it's all neatly stored in bins. And we have all the corpses over here. So things are actually looking a little bit better. I've got a weapon trap being built over here out of mostly the large weapons from the goblins. I could just melt them down for the ingots that I get from it, but I'll actually happily use them for weapon traps. So that one's actually full of 10 varying weapons, mostly daggers and various large wooden weapon components. Also, the floor has finally been finished here, so this corridor is now properly sealed off. Furthermore, we actually have some rooms designated. They don't have the furnishings yet, but they do have the beds and the doors, and that is the important bit. I think these ones are done, yes? Yes, they are. Fantastic. Now, obviously, the rock doors are going to take a little while to do. Having a look in here, we are doing okay. We're making some rock jugs at the moment, as so many people have advised me to do. We're also working on some more rock doors. We've still got quite a few of those to go, and then we're working on cabinets and coffers and so on and so forth. We're still making a couple more bins to see us for the future. We have got a rather large amount of idlers, though, and that is not something I am liking. Up here, I have gone ahead and dug out some of the gems that are visible. Go on then, we'll grab this. I intend, obviously, to fill in these walls again, but may as well grab the gems while we can. And I think we'll actually start smoothing this place out. That should give some of our idle dwarves something to do. So yeah, let's go ahead and smooth this stone. We'll go from about here. That'll catch all of Mayor Webster's offices, including the place which we are currently trying to dig out. Oh well. And we'll do this as well. There we go. That should give some of our idlers some work. Though it depends on how many of them are actually new migrants, I suppose. Which I suppose we can go and check now, in fact. Let's have a quick look. Actually, the other thing. I only just finished naming all the kids. We've now got we've got 6 new children in the time that you've been away. And it's only been a couple of minutes, really. These dwarves are breeding like rabbits. Although maybe that's what dwarves breed like. Maybe rabbits breed like dwarves. Who knows? But let's flip over to Dwarf Therapist. Now then, let's have a look. Let's read the dwarves so we can get all the new guys. See how long is this going to take? Probably a while because there are so bloody many of them. There are 98 down there. Oh, maybe Dwarf Therapist isn't happy with me anymore. Maybe Dwarf Therapist has decided that my dwarves are breeding too much and has decided to crash. Well, that's a little bit annoying. I will be right back. And here I return. Dwarf Therapist has finally decided to work with me. And my god, look at all the babies. So many children. By the way, I should mention here, because someone left a comment in one of the earlier videos stating that I should probably restrict only farmers to planting and harvesting at the moment, because I've now got enough farmers to do that job. Previously, I let it be anyone because it was more important that we actually harvest the crops and replant as soon as possible than making sure that the right people got increased skills in it. But now we actually have quite a lot of farmers. It's not as much of an issue. Well, lots of people here with some decent skills. Let's have a look at roles. What do you guys like? A spattering of rolls. And saying that, I might actually be looking to make a couple more farmers. But what about the military? This is always the part that I'm really interested in. We've got quite a few people with skills. Actually, that's not bad at all. You're not bad. Dodger, armor user, shield user. You're a Marks Dwarf as well. With... Ooh, okay. Yeah, you are probably going to be filling Samscale's shoes, I think. You look pretty good in that role. And varying people here. I don't actually believe we need that many military to fill out the current squad. So I'm going to be aiming to fill out all 3 squads to 10 dwarves. I'm sure I've been saying gnomes here and there. I do apologize. But all 3, so we'll have 30 military at the present, and then the rest can help around the fort. Because things aren't moving as fast as I would like. But probably in the next migrant wave, we will actually look to make a whole new squad. Maybe a whole new squad of Marks Dwarves, or maybe... And maybe this one will literally just be Marks Dwarves, rather than dual role between Hunters and Marks Dwarves. But, yes, I am going to go ahead and have a look at renaming these Dwarves, so I shall see you in a few moments. Welcome back. It has been, well, about 15 minutes it's taken me to go through all 22 Dwarves and pick them a skill, well, rather a profession based on their skills. Now then, let's quickly go to the military so we can... well, actually, no, we can do it from labours. It'll be easy enough. The only people in the military have been set as... for the Huntsdwarf profession. Rather, I should set them as Huntsdwarves. Yeah, we'll set them as Huntsdwarves, but they are in the military, effectively. Let's just commit that change. Right, okay, so Loki... Zack the Sharkification and Midnight Doom have all joined the military. Well done, you guys. Now, as for everyone else, we've got Lupanian, who is a fishsmith, I believe. Oh no, a craftsmith, along with Nebula Bomb. And we've got quite a few labourers. We've got Lupus, Butts, Switters, Babbit. Seriously, where do you come up with these names? Chemo, Blitzkrieg, and Bear. Next, we have a new metalsmith who is Predated Khan. Fair enough. We've also got Kisk as a druid, along with Larry. Oh, sorry, no, Larry is a foodsmith, and Honbad is also a druid. We've got a new beastmaster, Noidanuli. And we also have a new gemsmith, Bob Ross. Let us hope he has many, many happy little accidents and creates some fantastic gems. We've got 2 new tinkerers, Cowardly Knight and Tevish. And let's see, we've got a fishsmith there, Ice Blast, rather fitting really. Ice, well, you know, it's got something to do with water at least. And finally, we have Kissel, who is a Medicus. Quite fitting, really, considering he was Kissel the Red Shirt, I believe, in my UFO Enemy Unknown Let's Play, and you will probably have very red clothing if you're dealing with all of the injured people in our fort. But there we go. Welcome to the fortress. Indeed, welcome to the fort, all of those who got in, and commiserations to those who didn't. On the plus side, the name list is actually starting to get smaller now. Each of these migrant waves bringing 20 or so dwarves is allowing us to really hammer chunks out of the name list. So it probably won't be too long before the rest of you are in the fort as well, especially if we keep losing people to the odd ambush here or there. We still haven't even had a siege yet, so goodness knows how bad that's going to go for us. Though hopefully all of the effort that we're putting into building up our military will start paying off by the time that sieges happen for us. But that is it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me for the next. But until then, and as always, from myself and everyone in Cattenvîr, do take care.